Hello, kitty. What is your name? So, are you a boy or a girl? Oh, you are a boy. I saw it. Thank you. Alright, folks. Greeting from Vientiane. I just got back from Bangkok again on a long train ride. I got here this morning at 10 and I'm staying here again at Muang Lao Guest House near Wat Simuang, which is one of the most sacred temples in Laos. And the reason that I chose this one is because they have mini baby furs. Hello. Pang, 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 pang. So there are 4 dogs so far, and then 1 kitten, 1 big cat, another 2, and 1 up there, and another 1 up there, I think, by the table, and then another 1. So I can't even count how many they have. Anyway, so in today's video, I'm gonna take you to this place outside of Vientiane. It's like in the suburb of Vientiane. Is Chinatown. I mean, when talking about countries in Southeast Asia, I mean, it's so hard to not miss, a Chinatown thing. In Bangkok they have it, in KL they also have it, and I think they probably have it in Indonesia as well. So Laos is not exceptional. So the place that we are going to is called Sanjiang. So the name itself is really Chinese. It's where most of the Chinese expat live there. I think they've been living there for years and years. It's a place where they import a lot of produce from China, clothing, toys, other stuff, all from China, and they have a lot of wholesale stores there where the local people go and get their things. It's very hot now in Vientiane. In Bangkok, it was raining yesterday. So we are right beside of Wat Simuang Temple. So Wat Simuang Temple is just over there, and then I'm heading to the Parkson Mall. So we are not far from the morning market bus stop. So in order to go there, to go to Chinatown, I have to take the local bus from morning market bus stop to the northern bus station, and they stop on the way. So that's our choice. You can always get there by taxi or by motorbike, but I'm gonna take the local bus. I think it's cheaper. I haven't had my lunch yet. I had light breakfast this morning. I think I'm gonna have something before I go there, or maybe I go have something there, I don't know. Let's see. Alright guys, let me get myself a shirt. This one, it says, "You all need Jesus." I didn't read the text before I bought this shirt. So embarrassing. I mean, I have nothing against Christian or anything, just that it's so embarrassing to wear a shirt like this, Can I get in here? Oh, it's somebody else's store. So these sandbags were prepared for the flood, back a week ago. And now they kept them here. Right, I think I'm gonna take this entrance. So we're at the Parkson Mall. I need a shirt. It's much cooler inside. I got my shirt as well as my short, so I changed it all. Now it's time for me to go eat something before we head to the bus stop and then go to Chinatown. Alright folks, I'm on the bus now, so we're probably gonna leave in the next 10 minutes. So if you want to get from here to the northern bus station, so you're looking for the bus that goes to Sikai and northern bus station, the morning market bus stop. You can connect to pretty much everywhere in the city as well as to international, like to Nong Khai and Udon Thani. So here you can go to airport, Laos China Railway and Vientiane Kamswat railway station, to southern bus station, northern bus station, and to almost everywhere. So first bus that leaves to the northern bus station is at 7 o'clock, and then the last bus is at 4:20. So please keep in mind, looks like it leaves every hour. Yeah, it will take 30 minutes from here to get there, depending on the hours of the day. You know, during the peak hour at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, or at 4 to 5 o'clock is really slow because of the traffic jam. So we'll see each other there. So they dropped me off by the entrance to this market. Is called Sanjiang Grand Hotel, but it's actually the market. It's one of the largest market in Vientiane, and also a Chinatown where a lot of Chinese people live here. As you can see, it's very typical with the Chinese lanterns and all the Chinese text on the board, and of course they have a cell phone store like this one, electronic stuff. Yeah, this is it. Pretty quiet now. So this market has been here for years and years, and unfortunately it was caught on fire twice within 10 years. Yeah, it's very Chinese-like. It's quite large. I don't know what's the population here. You know what? It looks pretty much like the Golden Triangle or Bhutan. You see? Restaurants and shops. What I don't see yet is the massage parlor. That's the Grand Hotel. Wow. So different from, you know, downtown Vientiane. Machinery shop as well. They have everything here. I think the main building ahead of us is the main shopping mall. We're gonna take a look inside. Looks like they're building a new apartment complex there. Wow. It's just getting bigger and bigger. I was here many years ago, it was not like this. It was just small, but then it keeps expanding. As you can see here. This is a new building being constructed here. I mean, with the Laos China Railway, yeah. To import something is much easier than before. What are you trying to say here? Is Kesar apartment? Alright, let's take a look inside the mall. I hope they won't turn on the music again, because otherwise I can't use the original video like all the time. Wow. Thai videos is it? So they have pretty much everything here, from blanket and wow. It was empty when I was here last time, but now it's all full. It's music again. I think I'm gonna turn it up now.
Look at this one.
I think this is probably the largest shopping mall in Laos. Seriously. That's interesting. Take a look. Actually, it's a pretty big building. We just explore like tiny bit of it. See? And by the way, Sanjiang is the name of the real estate company who invested on this project. So on this section is more about clothing. Wow. It's endless. It goes on and on. So if you take a look at the history of Chinese immigration to Southeast Asia, it's pretty interesting that not many ended up in Laos, unlike any other countries in our neighbor, like Thailand or Malaysia, Indonesia and Myanmar, you know. The largest Chinese population outside of China is in Thailand. They have more than 9 million Chinese citizens there. Chinese immigrant. And then Malaysia is the second place, and then Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines, Vietnam, Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos. Laos is a home to the least Chinese immigrant. For example, there's a family, Chinese family in Luang Prabang, where their grandparents moved to Laos in mid-80s, I think, and he's the second generation that was born in Laos. But they don't have the status. They're not Laos citizens, neither Chinese citizens. So what he told me was, when his grandparents first moved to Laos, they felt like a stranger. Obviously, they were strangers because they didn't feel like home, as there were not many Chinese people in Luang Prabang back in the day. You know, his grandparents thought that maybe they should return to China because Laos was not the right place for them. It was like not what they expected. And then for some reason they decided to remain in Luang Prabang. They didn't have the birth certificate. For some reason his grandparents didn't keep it. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to become part of Laos citizen, I don't know. So for that reason, now they don't have status. They're not Laos citizen or they're not Chinese citizen. They don't have identification, but they are recognized as Lao family. So they don't have passport. Like if they want to go to Thailand or to China, they can't do it because they don't have it. So in order to get a passport or identification, they have to have family book. And in order to have family book, they have to have the birth certificate, which they don't have it. His grandparents didn't keep it. They're like nobody, you know. It's interesting. So anyway, I think the first Chinese immigrants to Southeast Asia was in the beginning of the 10th century. It was during the Tang Dynasty or something. Unlike in the United States, you know, where the Chinese came in the 19th century. I think it was early 1800s to 1970s or something, if I get it right. I mean, to be fair, the majority of Lao ethnic minorities are originally from China anyway. Let's say Thai people, you know, they're from Sipsang Pana. And then Akha people, they're from the southern region of Yunnan. And Hmong people, you know, we learned about this at school, you know, the history book. I forgot the Hmong part. They're from Tibetan Plateau or something, or from Yunnan province, I don't know. So if you have the right information, please do correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty interesting. But then all these Chinese that come to Laos, who live in Laos right now, they came in later on. I think it was in the late 1990s when Laos and China formed relations, and they started to come, you know. As we all know that Chinese people are very business minded, so when they think of a place to relocate, they always think of some place where it's easy for them, you know, to do the trading and things like that. Like in the case of Thailand and Malaysia, Singapore, you know, they're not landlocked country. So of course they chose those places for trading. Where Laos is landlocked country, so that's why it's so obvious that it's not a popular place for a lot of Chinese to, you know, call it home. But this day is becoming more and more popular as Laos is growing. So anyhow, we are back to the gate where we started it. So I think I'm gonna return back to the city center. Okay everyone, I think that's it for today's video. So if you're thinking of coming here, you take the bus from the morning market bus stop, take the one Sikai Northern bus station and stop at Sanjiang market, that's what we call it. And then you can explore. It should take you maybe 20-30 minutes to walk around. So yeah. Alright, thanks again for watching the video. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.